Sex trafficking is a modern-day form of slavery in which a commercial sex act is induced by force, fraud, or coercion, or in which the person induced to perform such an act is under the age of 18 years. 27 million people are involved in modern-day slavery across the world. 70% of the female victims are trafficked into the commercial sex industry. Victims of trafficking are forced into various forms of commercial sexual exploitation, including prostitution, pornography, stripping, live sex shows, mail-order brides, military prostitution, and sex tourism. Victims trafficked into prostitution and pornography are usually involved in the most exploitive forms of commercial sex operations. Sex trafficking operations can be found in highly visible venues such as street prostitution, as well as in more underground systems such as closed brothels that operate out of residential homes. Sex trafficking also takes place in a variety of public and private locations, such as in massage parlors, spas, strip clubs, and other fronts for prostitution. A few organizations of our nation's capital who help victims recover from sexual exploitation and abuse are Courtney's House, Bridge to Freedom Foundation, and Fair Fund. The Courtney's House initiative was started in August 2008 by Tina Front.
So the reason I started Courtney's House is because I'm a survivor of child sex trafficking, and there wasn't enough services for U.S. citizen children. Nearly 250,000 children are trafficked each year, and there are just not enough services. Well, you know, teens in D.C. and around the country are definitely targeted.
The average age of entry into prostitution is 11 to 14.
Unfortunately, teens are easy to manipulate because they don't believe they're being manipulated. So it's really easy when there's an older guy dating you and then they trick you into forced prostitution. You don't even know that that's what they want. We don't get federal funding. We actually work with about 42 churches now and 2 synagogues that support Courtney's House, and foundations also supporting. Shared Hope International is one of our funders as well. Even though we're not faith-based, we have a lot of church partnerships.
As the organization was getting ready for the holiday season, they provided gifts for all their recovering victims.
And then today's also our community day over at the church right here, who actually donated us this wonderful place. Community day means that we're kind of letting people know that we're in a neighborhood and providing services, having free wonderful food and clothes for everyone.
Their services include group therapy such as art, dance, and yoga, survivor-led CSEC support groups, individual counseling or therapy, and intensive case management. Another organization in the D.C. area is the Bridge to Freedom Foundation, led and founded by Cassandra Clifford.
Bridge to Freedom Foundation, we're a newer organization, so we've only been established technically within the past 2 years. Our 2 main programming areas are personal and professional development. Our personal development program's core is self-image and self-worth. So we really work on the whole gamut of things, going anywhere from health and nutrition basics, so positive snacking, how to eat just for your general health, and we work that in through different workshops that might be, especially when we're working with teen populations, on foods that are good for your hair, skin, and nails, and ways that really relate to them, to also doing positive body image, which can go anywhere from, we'll do to various workshops, and we might help them find their personal image and style. So it's kind of a dress for success with a what not to wear program kind of combined together with a PYFF flair. Try and focus on all of those areas and help them find themselves so that they can actually feel that they're worth something.
BTFF's unique and individual focus seeks to move survivors past the point of survival and into a place where they can thrive.
So DC is a real hub, it's a real transient city for human trafficking. So you do have girls from this area that are being trafficked, you also have international and other domestic victims that are all coming in, and there's definitely a heavy concentration in this city as a problem. Unfortunately, there's no city that doesn't have a connection or issue associated with human trafficking.
We've just seen 2 groups who offer significant support for recovering victims. The need for more funding and more organizations to help stop modern-day slavery is imperative. This is Martine Gaetan reporting for School Without Walls News.